Hey everybody. Okay, I'm at a red light. I try really, really hard not to live and drive. I'm like around the corner, so I'm about to park right now. But I gotta get this out real quick. Cause God just like bloop, blessing right now. I've missed you guys. How y'all been? Talk to me. I really wanted to go live and God be like showing out. So I did that thing. I'm still working on being a sluggard and getting out of bed because sleep is my love language. But I made it to my class. I was telling y'all about my 1 p.m. class at church. I was talking about feeling like you're uninvited, living loved when you feel less than. And we really went in today about just living love, what it means, what living means, what it means to live loved. And it was just so crazy, like all the different like little, like not tiny, but like just the blessings God slid into the conversations today. Like I was speaking with a young lady right before classes started, and I was like, yeah, because when I talk about Jesus, when I go live on Facebook, this, that, and the other, and her eyes kind of lit up. She's like, we kind of looking for a speaker. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then she kept looking at me. I'm like, oh, you mean me? She's like, yeah, we're having this women's event, this, that, and the other. Because I was, this is the same class where I was talking about transparency and how we got to talk to our people and how we got to talk to each other about what the mess. And that's so funny. I just thought about it. That was the chapter we were talking about is God's miracles in the midst of a mess. We got to talk to people about the mess and the messiness that we go through on our walk as Christians. And we were just talking about, just being real with people. And she is like, hey, we're looking for a speaker, this, that, and the other. I'll give you the info for it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I've never done like a public speaking event engagement type thing before. I'm like, I just go live and talk about Jesus. I'm like, but if you want me there, I'm gonna be down for Jesus. I've talked at like my seminars that I put on, but not like this. But if you want me to, that's cool. All right. That was one. And then towards the end of class, or at some point, I talked about my praise report, about how I was very proud of myself that I drove all the way to Columbus and back all by myself, at some point in February. I was invited to an event and I drove there. That was a big deal for me because I've never hopped on the freeway there and back that long a distance by myself. So I went and, after class, I was talking to somebody and it was literally like boom, boom, boom. Somebody was like, yeah, you mentioned Columbus. What do you go to Columbus for? My son and his wife live down there. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm there back and forth. I expand my business out there. I'm planning on moving there. She's like, oh, really? And she got excited. And she's like, I'd be wanting to go to Columbus, but I don't want to go by myself. She's like, so if you want to go, you want somebody to roll with you, let me know. I'm like, I got a rollie now. I'm like, that's what's up. And she just was talking about, well, what are you going down there for? I'm like, well, my business. And she's like, well, what do you do? And I was telling her what I do. And she's like, well, I need some help with that too. I need help with my money. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, and I have forgot to grab the flyers for the next event I'm having going into class. And I try to be really careful about not like pushing my agenda or plugging myself too much, when it comes to my business and when it comes to church. I'm there for the word, you there for the word, but God really worked it out. Because what I do is my ministry. It's my money ministry, and I bless people in a way that we're not really helped. And then she's like, well, hey, I need help with my money. I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'll send you the invitation for the investment and retirement seminar I'm having. And then somebody else was like, oh, you do investments? She was like, well, I need a speaker for my event that I'm doing. I need an investment speaker. And I was like, okay, well, send me the information and I'll see if I can do that. And then someone in the back of the class was like, what's the event? And so I'm just like, okay, Jesus, clearly you want these women here and they want to be at the event. So somebody's like, yeah, just send it to the group leader and she's going to send out an email so everybody can get to the event. Make sure you send us flyers and reminders. And I'm like, okay, cool. And what's so crazy, I have to look at the time of the text. But so I've never spoken like the events, like the specialized seminars that I help my godmom and my goddad with. I usually will be helping running, like keeping time, getting people together. I'll speak at like our celebration events. But I don't really ever speak at the specialized seminars. And I got a text while I was in class from my godmom saying, hey, make a bio, you gonna be speaking at this event. And I was like, I've never spoken at our retirement seminar before. So I was like, okay, so it's even gonna be extra super dumb lit. Like all these people wanted to come and I'm like actually speaking instead of just running around helping with the event. But I knew this was gonna be a quick video. I actually have somebody waiting on me. And as I was coming and thinking about going live right now, I realized, so I'm like, Jesus, I'm like, why you bless me? Like, I ain't even, like, I don't deserve this. What's going on? And I realized I think it all has to do with me taking a step towards my healing, because God wants me to be whole and be healed from some of the things I've gone through. And I realized it all connects. Like, I'm late for a meeting. I'm about to go meet with someone who I met when I was in Columbus. And, you know, she was the only other person from the Cleveland area. And she's like, we got to connect. We got to meet when you get back to Cleveland. So I'm about to go have coffee with her now. And I realized if I had never driven out to Columbus to go to the event, I wouldn't have met this lady I'm about to meet with. And God knows what's about to happen with this conversation. And I wouldn't have had a praise report to talk about, hey, I missed class, but it was because I was in Columbus, and have all these other different things come up as a result of it. So I just wanted to share real quick my excitement, because I knew if I didn't do it now, I wouldn't do it later. But, and then the lesson today in class, I'm gonna have to study it, and hopefully God gives me something to give to y'all, because it was crazy. The different things we talked about in class, and it just really touched me, and that whole double-edged sword thing is always a thing. But, really excited. Like, I just, in the matter of like not even a full hour, just been invited to speak at different events, and God told me, one of the young ladies I met with in Columbus before the big event, she was telling me, she was praying with me. She was like, I just see God, just you ministering to women, and just having a platform and all these things. And it's like, oh God, like, I gotta get ready, y'all. But that's it. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.